me. I've been asked that question a million times, and I've answered that question a million times, and my answer's not going to change. It's personal family reasons, and that's as much as I'm going to get into it.
You know, there's so many rumors. So
there's always rumors. And,
so you're just going to let them keep floating?
You know what? I'm not going to degrade myself or my family and substantiate or deny any rumors. That's not what's going to happen here.
Hi, Chris. Christy Chorley from The Score. It's nice to meet you finally. I'm just wondering, now that you've had a chance to step back from the situation and be somewhere else away from here, I don't want you to talk about it at all, but are you happy with the way you handled the situation or the way the situation was handled?
Well, I think it was difficult. It had to happen fast, obviously, with the draft coming up. We finished on a Monday. The draft was on a Saturday. We have our exit meetings on a Wednesday. And basically there's 3 days from the time I talked to Kevin and management and ownership to the draft, when a possible deal, if draft picks are going to be involved, so that they have time to prepare and all the rest of that. And you know, I go on a vacation where I've had it planned for 4 months. It's a little difficult to all of a sudden stay in town and handle all the media scrutiny when the trade request was supposedly quiet, and all of a sudden some media get a hold of it and kind of run with it, and certainly all the rumors and everything start flying around, and you know, it's I don't think it's ever easy. I don't think ever handled perfectly, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey, Chris. In hindsight, and you know, just in listening around town and whatnot, some of the sharpest criticism of you through that situation was the fact that you weren't around town to address it right away, and the agent ended up having to do quite a bit of it and whatnot. In hindsight, would you have preferred to have been able to stick around? Like, would you do it different? Would you stick around town for the day and answer the questions right when it happened, as opposed to it being the 12 or 14 days that it was?
No, I would probably do it the same way. You know, me being around one day isn't going to answer all your questions and isn't going to solve world problems. You know, I think there's more going on in the hockey community, and certainly, yeah, that was a big story, but me hanging out for a day to answer questions when we were trying to keep it quiet, and all of a sudden the day of the draft it gets out, I'm not going to hang around town hoping that it doesn't get out, and then, you know, I've got a life to live, and I want to, you know, just spent 2.5 months playing in the playoffs and want to go take a vacation and relax and, you know, prepare for the next season coming up.
How much have you thought about tomorrow night, the reaction, the fans? What do you expect, and do you even care? I mean, in the sense of how possibly negative it could be.
Negative, really? No, I'm sure it's going to be loud and boisterous, much like I know they are, and you know, there'll be signs, there'll be booing, all the rest of that. They're a passionate group of fans that love their team and love their city, and certainly I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, I'm on the other team now, the opposition team, and I've got to go out and do my job. It's not the first building I'll be booed in, and certainly won't be the last.